For our second activity, I got a few different materials that our friend Porter brought from her house to help us. You can see I grabbed a few different kinds of leaves here. Now this was her own house and she gave herself permission to take things off of the trees. You can see these are still green. If you're at your own house, you can ask your parents for permission, or you can use dried objects you can find too, like this leaf here. So other materials that I need for this activity, I brought in my bag. I have a piece of paper. I just have a regular textured gray piece of cardstock here. I have a brush, and I brought some washable paint. Now I brought green just because that's something I had sitting around. You can use lots of different colors. You can use one color, you can use a few colors. It's really up to you. But for this activity, paint, a brush, and some paper, and the leaves that I have are what I need. So for this activity, I'm gonna start by taking my leaves that I picked out. And I'm going to put a little bit of paint on the back of my leaves. So if I take this little leaf here, I'm going to put some paint on the brush and just brush it onto the back of the leaf here. I got washable paint, so it would be okay if I got it on my hands or clothes. It'll wash off really easily. Now, the reason I say that is because I'm going to put paint all the way down to the stem so that I can see the stem when I make my print. And all you have to do is take your leaf, put it on the paper, and press it down. I might have put a little too much paint because when I pull it up, you can see it kind of spread out a little bit. Now, since I put paint on this leaf, it's not really good to put back in nature. So I'm going to put it back into my bag and maybe just throw it away because I wouldn't want an animal to get it and the paint to hurt them. Now, the fun thing about this activity is to look at the different types of things that you've picked out. Like this leaf has some ridges on it, and see maybe if those will get picked up in your print. So I'm going to try my best to use maybe a little less paint this time, but it's kind of hard with the brush that I chose. Making sure to get it right on the edges there because I'm going to try to show those ridged edges in my print. On the stem here, let's put it down and see how it goes. Now this one's a little curved, so it's kind of hard to print exactly. Let's see. Oh, that one came out with some really cool texture. So if you look at the print, you can see some of the ribbing that was underneath of the leaf there. Lots of cool stuff. Let's try the last two. Maybe that time I didn't use enough paint because it doesn't really have a lot of paint on my print there. Let's try the last one. And there you have it. There's my leaf print. I learned some things that I might have tried differently when I did it, like using different amounts of paint, maybe pressing harder or softer depending on the leaf. Didn't quite turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but that's how art goes sometimes, especially when using nature. I'd love for you to take a picture of the art prints that you make and send them so I can see them. Have fun making art in nature.